Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Evergreen Arts and Crafts. In today's video tutorial, I am going to teach you how, look at this, just look at this. How can you make this pretty looking fan along with this hanging chains at the end as a tassel. This is not for beginners. Obviously, if you know every stitch of crochet, you can easily make it. For me, this was a really loose. As you can see, it's loose. It's just because for this tutorial you will need a 3-ply yarn and a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. But obviously I was not having the 3-ply yarn, so I used a 4-ply yarn, and because of that it got a really loose in the center. So if you want your fan to be nice and tight and beautiful, all you have to do is use a 3-ply yarn and then switch your crochet hook to 3.5 millimeter or 2.5, as depend on your as depend on your pressure of your hand, that how tight you keep your hand or how loose you keep your hand. The tutorial is really very easy for those who knows the basic crochet stitches and those who knows the two together stitches. So I hope you will enjoy today's video tutorial. And for the video, let's get started, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care. Let's get started with the video. Okay, for this project I'm using size 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Now to start, we are going to do is we are going to wrap the yarn and make a magic ring. After making a magic ring, work 8 single crochets into the center of your ring. So we are going to chain 1, and now we are going to do is work 8 of the single crochets into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. After making 8 single crochets, okay, after completing this round, your first round, you're going to slip stitch into your very first single crochet. So do your slip stitch into the very first single crochet. Okay, it's getting hard. It's just because I have pulled too tight anyways. Okay, after doing the single crochet, round 2 is going to be 2 double crochets in each single crochet. So we are going to chain 3, which will count as your first double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And into the same space where we did a slip stitch, we are going to do a double crochet. Now 2 double crochet, this will count as your 2 double crochets. Now work 2 double crochet in each all the way around. At the end, you should have 16 double crochets. So working 2 double crochets in each all the way around for the total 16. So my second round, it's completed. And now I'm going to change the color, and also I am going to give a slip stitch at the starting point. Let me adjust my camera. Okay, fine. Now what we have to do, we are going to do is slip stitch into your 1, 2, and 3 third chain. Insert your hook into this chain, grab your new color and just pull it through, pass it through this loops, and then you're going to tie the end at the back. Just make a two knots, and then I'm going to cut my previous color, and now we are going to continue with this. Now this round is going to be easy, so chain up 1, and we are going to do one single crochet into the same space where we did a slip stitch. Now chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip your next stitch. So skip your next stitch and work a single crochet. We are not going to work, this is our next stitch. So we are going to work in this one. So skip this stitch and into the next one, do a single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip your next stitch and into the next one, do single crochet. And this is what you have to do all the way around. I'm going to meet you guys once I'm done with all of my chain 5s, and make sure you skip your next stitch and into the next one, do your single crochet. Now at the end, we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are going to do slip stitch to our very first single crochet. So do the slip stitch right here. And now for your round 4 is going to be, we are going to do is do slip stitch into this chain space. So insert your hook into the chain space and do a slip stitch. Now chain 1, and now we are going to work 2 single crochets into this chain space, 1 and 2. And now we are going to do is chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Work 2 single crochet into the next chain space, 1 and 2. Work 3 single crochet, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. 2 single crochets again into this chain space and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is what you have to do all the way around until you get back to your beginning point. Okay, so round 4 is completed. At the end, you're going to make, after making 2 single crochet in this last group of chain, we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to do a slip stitch to our very first single crochet. Chain 1 and fasten off your yarn. And now we are going to attach our new color into this chain space. You can attach anywhere between these chain space. So I'm going to go for this one, the very first one, or I think I should go for this one last right here. Insert your hook in, and then you're going to grab your new color. I'm going to pull. Okay, now we are going to chain 3. So already I have attached this, and now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. After making, oh, see, look what happened. Anyway. After attaching your yarn, your new color, going to chain 1, 2, and 3. And you are going to make 1 double crochet. Okay, now this will count as 1. Okay, you have to make sure you count this as 1 stitch. These are not going to count it as 2 stitches. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to make 2 triple crochet together. So how we do it, just going to wrap 1 and 2 times on your stick. Insert your hook into the chain space. Bring the yarn. Pull through 2 loops. Pull through 2 loops. You have 2 remaining loops in the hook. Leave it there. Yarn over twice again. Insert your hook into the chain space. Pull the yarn. pull through 2 stitches, pull through 2. Now you have 3 loops in your hook and pull through all 3 of these together like that. So this will count as your stitch, 1 stitch, but it's going to count as your triple crochet. Chain 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do in the same space double crochet 2 together, which is going to be yarn over once, insert your hook in, pull up a yarn, pull through 2 loops. You have 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook again into the space, bring up the yarn, pull through 2 loops, and now you have 3 loops and pull through all 3 loops together. And this is your first group of your this round. I'm going to stitch these tails later, yarn over, and jump into the next chain space and do exactly the same thing. So first, double crochet 2 together, then triple crochet 2 together, and then double crochet 2 together, and in between chain 3. So work double crochet 2 together right now. So insert your hook, pull the yarn through, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, insert your hook in, pull through 2 loops. You have 3 loops, pull through all 3 loops together. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Work triple crochet 2 together, yarn over twice, insert your hook into the space, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, yarn over twice again, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops in the hook, and now you're going to pass through all 3 loops together. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to work double crochet 2 together. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same space, pull through first 2 loops. You have 2 loops remaining in the hook. Yarn over, again, bring the yarn, pull through 2 loops, and now you have 3 loops. Pull through all 3 loops together. And this is how you're going to work this round all the way around. So I'm going to shift this into a slow-mo mode now so you can easily understand. Okay, so I have completed this round, and at the end we're going to slip stitch to our very first double crochet 2 together stitch. Insert your hook in, and I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to take again a pastel color, and then I'm going to pass these through both loops. We're going to tie the ends at the back and cut the previous yarn. Okay, now we are going to chain up 1, and into the same space we are going to make 1 single crochet. And to your next chain space we are going to work 1 half double crochet first, work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and now we are going to work 1 double crochet in the top of our triple crochet two together stitch. So yarn over and insert your hook and do one double crochet, sorry. And now we are going to do is a picot stitch. So chain 1, 2 and 3 and slip stitch to the very first two loops right here. Pass it through. And now we have to repeat all this to this side, which means work 2 double crochet into the next chain space. 1, 2, 1 half double crochet, and now we are going to work 1 single crochet into the very last of the stitch right there. And this is our first group of these stitches completed. And now I'm going to work it in a slow motion so you can understand what I'm doing. Round 6 is completed and we are going to start round 7. Before that we are going to cut the yarn. So to your first single crochet, insert your hook, pull it through and do a slip stitch, chain up 1 and you're going to cut your previous yarn. And now we are going to work the next round. It's going to be at the back side of these previous rounds, okay? So what we are going to do, we are going to take our new color, or if you're continuing with the same color, you're going to cut it anyway. I'm taking a nice bright yellow color over here. So I'm going to make a loop, knot, and now you can see the previous round. This is the chain 3 part right here where we did connect these two stitches together. Okay, so this was our very starting point. Now before this one right here, shift your work to the back and remember this is the point where we have started. Here you can see chain 3 right here. Now we are going to work in this one like before this one. So shift your work at the back and you're going to take any 2 loops from the back. Right there. Grab your yarn and pull it through. Chain 1 and work 1 single crochet into the same loop here. Okay, so what we did, we found our starting point, which was chain 3. We shifted to this one before this, shifted to the back, grab 2 loops from the top, pass the yarn through, pull the yarn through, work a chain 1, and single crochet into the same space. And now we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After making 5 chains, there are so many knots right at the back. So this is our very first stitch from the front. So we are going to shift it to the back and find any 2 loops at the back. Okay, these loops are really very tight. And then do single crochet. Now chain 3, because we are doing chain 3 right now is just because we are working into these part right here. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and into the next of this bar right here, you're going to find any 2 proper loops from the back and do single crochet at the back. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and right at the back into the next stitch, get your 2 loops and do single crochet. And now we are jumping off to the next petal, so we are going to do chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Every time when you're going to jump to the next petal, you're going to chain 5. And now we're going to do is take 2 loops at the back and do a single crochet. And again, now because we are working into the petals, we will do chain 3. 1, 2, and 3 into your next bar at the back. Insert your hook from the back, grab the yarn and do single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3 into the next one. Take these 2 bars, do a single crochet. And now again we are switching to petal, the other petal, work chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, keep doing this all the way around till you reach to your starting point. Okay, so round 7 is completed, and I have sewed all these tails because these were distracting a lot. And now to join it with the very first of your single crochet, you have to work 3 chains between 1, 2, and 3 like we did over here. So this is the point. We are going to do is a slip stitch to the very first of our single crochet. Okay, for the next round, you're going to work slip stitch into this chain space. So do the slip stitch into the chain space right here. And now we are going to repeat this same pattern exact into this chain 5 space, all the chain 5 space rounds. Repeat this same thing. So first, to start this, we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. We're going to make 1 double crochet, and this will count as our first double crochet 2 together stitch. And after making our first double crochet 2 together, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and repeating the same process we did here, which was triple crochet together stitch. So yarn over twice into the stitch, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, yarn over twice, insert your hook into the chain space, pull through 2, pull through 2. You have 3 loops, and pull through all 3 loops together. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and do double crochet 2 together. Insert wrap your yarn on the hook once, insert your hook through this chain space, pull through first 2 loops, keep the remaining into the hook, yarn over, insert your hook in, bring up a loop, pull through 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops, and pull through all 3 loops together. And now you can see we have 2 of these chain 3 spaces in between. Now into the chains 3, we are going to work 1 single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and work 1 single crochet into the next chain 3 space. This is what your work's going to looks like. Now you have to repeat this into this chain 5 here. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through first 2 loops. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops together. Chain 1, 2, and 3, work triple crochet together, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull through first 2 times into 2 loops each, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops together. Chain 1, 2, and 3, double crochet 2 together. Insert your hook, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through first 2 loops. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops together. Into the next chain 3 space, work 1 single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 1 single crochet into the next chain 3 space. And again, you have to repeat this all the way around. Like you have to repeat these petals, chain 5 in between these 2 singles, and you have to repeat this all the way around. So my round is completed, and at the end, after making a single crochet, we are going to do slip stitch to the top of our very first double crochet 2 together stitch, chain up 1, and now we are going to fasten off the yarn, because now we have to attach the new color. And this is our very last of this chain 5 space, so we are going to connect our new yarn. I am adding a white right now. I'm going to make a loop. Insert your hook into the last of your chain 5 group. Attach your yarn. It's okay, I'm going to attach it right anyway. And then you're going to chain up 1. And now we are going to work 1 single crochet into this chain space. And now we are going to jump to this 3 chain space right here. So yarn over and do 4 double crochet into this space right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. After making 4 double crochets, we are going to work 1 triple crochet into the same space. So yarn over twice, 1 and 2, and do a regular triple crochet into this space right here. And now we're going to work 1 triple crochet into the very first of this top part of our triple crochet together. So yarn over twice into your hook and into the triple crochet together stitch on the top. Insert your hook and do 1 triple crochet. Chain 3 and make a picot stitch. 1, 2, and 3. And then you have 2 loops right here. Insert your hook and do a slip stitch. Work 1 more triple crochet into the same space. 1, 2, and 3. And now we have to repeat all this into this chain space. So 1 triple crochet into this chain space, 4 double crochet into this chain space, 2, 3, and 4. And now we have this chain 5 right here. Insert your hook and do 1 single crochet, chain 1, and 1 more single crochet into the same space. And now you have to repeat all this part to this right here, which is 4 double crochet, 1 triple crochet, 2 triple crochet along with the picot stitch in between into the top of this part, and then over here. So I'm going to slow-mo it so you can understand it. Okay, so my round 9 is completed, and at the end you're going to make one more single crochet right here and a chain one like we did in between each of these single crochet, and then at the top of your very first double single crochet do a slip stitch, chain one, and now we are going to cut the yarn. I'm going to attach my new color, and now in this round we are going to attach these petals to round 10. Round 9 is complete. Okay, so for the next round what we are going to do, we are going to, you can see this picot stitch right here, pass your hook through, like this is the starting point of next round, pass this hook through, and then we made a chain one, so into this chain one space pass your hook through. Okay, first take your hook, pass it through this center of your picot stitch, sorry, and then pass it through this chain one space of the previous round, insert your hook, grab your new color and pull the loop through. Now you're going to chain 3, which will count as your first double crochet. Chain 1, 2 and 3. After making 3 chains, this will count as your first double crochet. I'm making 3 more chains, 1, 2 and 3. And now into the same space we are going to make double crochet. So insert your hook in and do your double crochet like that. So after completing this, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. And now we are going to work exactly the way we did in this round. We take the back loops of these, and now we're going to take the back loops of these. So after making 3 chains, turn your work and grab your very first double crochet 2 together stitch at the back, take the loop, any 2 loops, from the back, work a single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do 1 single crochet at the top of your previous round's triple crochet together stitch, and do a slip stitch, single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and do another at the top of this last one, do a single crochet. And now we are back to the point where we have to connect this petal right here. So when we make the chains on the both of these sides, we make chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. And now yarn over and insert your hook to this picot stitch and to the chain 1 space right here, and do a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and do double crochet again in the same space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So chain 3 on this side, chain 3 on this side, and once you connect these petals you have to chain 5 in between them. And now we're going to turn the work to the back, take your loops of the double crochet 2 together stitch and do a single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take the top loops of this double crochet, triple crochet together stitch, okay, single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into your next, this petal right here. Take 2 loops at the back, from the back, and do a single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Connect your this picot stitch with this part. Insert the hook into the picot stitch, and then through the chain 1 space and do a double crochet. Chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3. Double crochet into the same space. Chain 3 again, and then on and on and on. You have to repeat this all the way to the round till we get back to the beginning. I'm going to sew these tails so it will be easy for us to understand. So my round 10 is completed, and now we are starting round 11, and at the end you're going to exactly do the same. At this side we did chain 3 when we started, so at the end you're going to chain 3 again, 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to join with your 1, 2 and third stitch with a slip stitch. Okay, and now we are going to do is we're going to work a slip stitch into this chain space. So insert your hook and do the slip stitch, and now we are going to do is chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will count as your first triple crochet. And now we have to do is we have to work 2 triple crochet together. So yarn over twice, insert your hook in, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. You have 3 loops, and pull through all 3 loops together. So it's going to be 3 triple crochet together. We are making 3 stitches, 3 triple together, like making 3 triple crochet, attaching it together. Okay, chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now we have to do triple crochet together, 3 together. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in, grab, pull through 2 and through 2. You have 2 loops in your hook. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in, pull through 2, pull through 2. You have 3 loops. Yarn over one more time, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now you have 4 loops in your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops together. Chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3 and 4. After making 4 chains, you're going to repeat the same set right in here. So I'm making it doing a slow motion so you can understand it well. After making this, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3, and we are going to skip our first chain space and work a single crochet into the next 6, skipping this one right here as well. How? We're going to single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next chain space. So we did 3, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we are okay, and now we are going to skip this part right here. Skip this and into the next work a single crochet. So it's 4, 1, 2, 3, into the next chain space, work single crochet, 5, 1, 2, 3, into the next work a single crochet, and that's 6. And now chain 1, 2, and 3, skip this right here chain, and into this one we have skip. We made this petal right here, and we skip this one, and now we are going to make exact same petal into this part. So actually we are going to make 4 of these total into this round. It's kind of like it will make a corner, square corner shapes like that. Okay, so skipping this one, and now we are going to work same of these into this, which is triple crochet together 3. So 1, 2, 3, pull through all 4 loops, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you have to make 2 more sets of these, and in between chain 4. So I'm going to complete this, and then again we are going to do the single crochet stuff. I have completed this, and now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip the next chain space into the next one, do a single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into the next one, work a single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1 single crochet into the next one, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip this one right here, and into the next chain space, work a single crochet, chain 1, 2, and 3, and single crochet. That's 4, like we did 4 times. Sorry, how many times we did? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 6th time, 1, 2, and 3, and 6th time, work a single crochet, and then you have again into this point, chain 1, 2, and 3, skip this chain space, and into this chain right here, 2 double crochet, chain 3 space, we're going to do exactly this corner. So we are going to have 4 corners, and in between we did a skip space and single crochets. So this is what you have to do till you reach back to the beginning point. Okay, so round 11 is completed, and now you can see we have 4 corners right here. And now at the end we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and obviously we're going to skip this chain space because we skip every time after this one, and then chain 1, 2, and 3, into the 3rd chain do a slip stitch, chain 1, and then you are going to cut your yarn. Now I am going to attach a new yarn because now at around 12 we are going to make individual petals into these ones which we have skipped. So I am using a pink yarn, the pastel pink color. I'm going to attach around 10, and there is the loop of 11. Insert your hook in, and into this we are going to have to work triple crochet together stitches again. So I'm going to take the yarn and pull it through and make chain 4. So first I'm going to attach the yarn. I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have to make 5 triple crochet together stitches, which is yarn over twice, pull through 2, you have 2 loops, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we did it 5 times. and chain 4 will be the sixth one. Count as the sixth one. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops in the hook. Yarn over, pull through all of these 6 loops together, yarn over and do a chain. Now we are going to fasten off the yarn, cut, and you're going to sew this tail. And now this is what you have to do, same thing in each of these remaining 3 spaces. So we did the first one, and now again into the next space. I'm going to attach the yarn, pull it through, chain 4, so to attach this like that. Now 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 4. After making 4 chains, you have to do 5 triple crochet together. Yarn over twice, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You have 6 loops in your hook, yarn over, pull through all 6 loops, and chain 1 to secure, and cut the yarn and sew this later on. So I'm going to complete these petals, and then we will start working on round 13. So I have completed this round. I have already made all the petals, hide all my tails, and now we are going to start the next round. So I am going to take another color. I'm going to take this color right here. And now we are going to make a knot. And you can locate any corner, take any corner and skip this part here. And there you can see this is the corner, skip this one, and right here in this chain space, insert your hook in and do a slip stitch to join. I'm going to pass the yarn and do a chain 1 and work a slip stitch into the same space right here like that. And now we are going to work chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we are going to do a slip stitch into this next chain space. Work slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And now we are going to work in between these petals right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to make sure you side these petals, and then you fold it, insert your hook in between the center and do a slip stitch right there. Okay, one more time, let me zoom. You're going to side 3 petals on one side, 3 petals on one side, then fold, insert your hook in between this chain space, and then you're going to do a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and work a slip stitch into the next chain spaces along with the chain 3 in between. Slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, 1, 2, and 3, slip stitch, 1, 2, and 3. And now we are going to do slip stitch into the center of this right here. Once you reach to your this corner right here, chain 3, and then there's a middle bar right here. We have 3 bars into the center. Remove the first bar and fold your work, insert your hook into the part here, remove your first bar. You have three here, right? So the center point, the center set of three together stitches, we're going to take the first bar, insert your hook from the back to this right there, and do a slip stitch and chain three, 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to do a slip stitch in this chain space right here, like that. Chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3. We are back to this point where we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make a space in between them, fold it, pass it through the center point towards the back, and do a slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 3, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 3, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 3. We have 3 groups here, and into the second one, the center one, remove the first bar and then put your hook from the back and do a slip stitch, chain 3, and keep doing it until you have all this done all the way around. Round 13 has been completed, and now at the end, chain 3, and to join the very first part, we are going to yarn over and do a half double crochet at the top of our first slip stitch. And now we have to repeat the same round again, which is going to be chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do a slip stitch into this chain space. Now keep doing this all the way around. Chain 3, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the next chain, chain 3, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 3, slip stitch into the next chain space. And this is what you have to do all the way around, doing same slip stitches in each stitch, each chain space, all the way around. Okay, so this round has been completed, and where we made the starting half double crochet in the starting point, on that half double crochet, after making 3 chains, we are going to do is a slip stitch. And again, we are going to start the same round, but this round we are going to attach these petals and these along with this. Okay, so again, chain 1, 2, 3. After making 3 chains, sorry. After you do the slip stitch, you're going to slip stitch in the center of your next this chain, like that. Okay, and then you're going to do is you're going to attach this petal in the center of this point. So grab your center point, your picot stitch, insert your hook in to this and to the chain space at the back, and do a slip stitch, chain 1, 2 and 3. And you're going to slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 1, 2 and 3. And now you're going to attach this to your back chain. So insert your hook to the top center point of your work, and then you're going to go back into this chain space and you're going to do a slip stitch. I think it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not a center point. This is the center point. And do a slip stitch, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the next stitch, next chain space, chain 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into this picot stitch and into this chain space right here, like that. Chain up 1, 2, and 3, and do a slip stitch, chain 1, 2, 3, do a slip stitch, chain 1, 2, 3, do a slip stitch into the chain. We are going to attach these ones in the next round, but into the next we're going to do is a slip stitch, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the next chain space, chain 1, 2, 3, and now we are going to slip stitch in between. 3 has to be on this side, 3 has to be on this side, into the center, back to this chain space, and do a slip stitch. And this is what you have to do all the way around till you get back to your beginning point. Keep doing chain 3. Now you're going to attach this petal, insert your hook through the picot stitch and through the back of these chains, chain 1, 2, 3, and again slip stitch to the next one all the way around. Oh, I missed this one. I just missed this one. Anyways, I'm going to do this again. And this you have to do all the way around. Alright, so this is what my works looks like, and now we are going to work for the last round because obviously we have to fix this into this metal frame as well. So for the last round, I'm shifting my crochet hook to size 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. Okay, so this was the point where we have ended, and now we are going to start again. So we are going to give a slip stitch to the very first stitch. After making these chains, we're going to make 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do a slip stitch to join the very first stitch. And now we are going to start our very last round. Okay, and now we are going to do is we are going to chain 3, do slip stitch in each of these next chain 3 spaces till we reach to this corner. So chain 1, 2, and 3, slip stitch to this chain 3, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to the next chain 3 space, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to the next chain space, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to the next chain space, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to the next chain space, chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to the next chain space. And now we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3, and to the previous rounds chain we're going to take this center bar right here, right into the center point, and then back to this chain space and do a slip stitch like that. And this is what you have to do all the way around. If you wanted to, you're comfortable, you can attach these 2 sides as well, but I think I don't want it to. I think I like it that way. They are just fine. Okay, now chain 1, 2, and 3, and do a slip stitch into the next chain space. And this is what you have to do all the way around till you reach back to the beginning point. And then we Then after that, we are going to attach this to our metal frame, and we'll see the result. Okay, so last round is done, and as you can see, it's getting a little curved because we have switched to a smaller hook. And now we're going to make the last set of chain 3 and join with the very first of our starting point. We're going to chain 1 and stop right here. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and cut the yarn, but I am going to continue attaching to my ring from this. So let me adjust my camera. Now, if you wanted to, you can get your needle and attach, or you can go ahead and do a single crochet, attaching it through this ring. Now I'm going to take long yarn. I'm going to leave the yarn right here. Okay. Now to attach, we have already chain 1, and you can like set, this is the center point. So take it, and then through this center and to the ring, grab your yarn and pull and do a slip stitch again. Sorry. Okay, take your yarn, insert your hook under, grab. I always start with this side closer to this point because then we are going to switch to this side. And then do a slip stitch like that. Oh, still not. Pass it through and do your slip stitch to attach your yarn. And now we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and do a single crochet going under this chain and to the bar. 1, 2, and 3 into same bar. And now we are going to switch to the other side. So we are going to go under this next bar and to right here, and make sure your thread come from the back holding this bar. Grab your yarn and make a single crochet. Ta-da! And again 3 single crochets into it, each of this chain 3 space. And this is what you have to do all the way around, working 3 single crochets in each single crochet all the way around. And if you think there is a little bit of space in between, you can see this point. So what you have to do, you're going to, after making 3 singles, you're going to go ahead and make 1 single into this center where you have given a slip stitch to this point and make a single crochet. So by doing this, it will get even, attaching this part all the way around. And keep doing 3 single crochets into each chain space. And if you get the space in between, and if you think it's really bad, insert your hook into the previous slip stitch, pass it through and do a single crochet on the top. So this will completing, like creating no spaces over here. And you have to do this all the way around until you reach back to your starting point. So I'm going to finish this, and then we are going to decorate our fan. So I am almost done with this fan. Couple of last stitches I'm working with. I'm making 4 stitches in the last one, and I'm going to go on and do a slip stitch to the very first of single crochet we have made, and leave all these slip stitches in the center. I'm going to slip stitch, you're going to chain one, and you're going to cut and sew the tail later. Okay, as in the start of the video, I have already told you I was not having a 3-ply yarn, so I have to work with the 4-ply. And because I have worked with the 4-ply, as you can see, it's not too tight as it should be. So don't forget to use 3-ply yarn and a 3.5mm crochet hook. If you think still it's loose for your fan base size, you can go ahead and switch your crochet size to 3mm or 2.5, whatever. The pattern will be the same, stays the same, everything will be stays the same. You can switch the crochet hook sizes the way you want it. So now I'm going to hide the tail. So simply I'm going to just going towards the back under some of the stitches from the back, and then cut your yarn. And now you're going to take your this fan base over here, and then you're going to attach it. To make the tassel, I have taken this ring right here, and then I have this chain, the pieces of chains over here, because in my last video I have already told you how can you make a tassel with the thread. So this time I thought, why not to make a tassel with the chains and make it a little bit fancy. And then I have these beads right here, and I have these head pins. So I'm going to take the beads, I'm going to put the head pins, and I'm going to make the loop. So I have taken a colorful beads over here, and just I'm going to make simple loops. Okay, it's coming out. You can get some pearls as well if you like. I have these pearls butterflies over here. I'm using these as well, making a really fancy tassel. I'm actually not happy because I was not having 3mm yarn in my collection, so the fan is actually really, it's loose from the center, but not bad, it's okay. You can hang these fans, you can place it on walls, whatever. If you like this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Now I'm going to stop talking and I'm just going to record how I'm making a tassel. So because I'm way too tired, it's been almost like hours I'm talking for this video, recording it. So I hope you will understand. Just going to add these and these together, and then we're going to add these to the jump rings. Okay, so now I have this ring. It's a really nice big ring over here, and from this ring I'm going to pass my this tassel, and I'm going to close at the end point, and like that. So this will looks like these are two tassels, but it's just one. See? Now you can do this same with the other one, or you can go ahead and take your jump ring, open your jump ring, insert, and then you can go ahead and add this jump ring to it. And the third one is also I'm going to add in with the jump ring. So I'm going to go ahead and add in with the jump ring. Now we are going to open this ring, and now I'm going to pass this ring through this piece right here and close. And look at this. Ta-da! The beautiful chain tassel is ready. Let's attach it to our piece. So now I've taken my glue gun and I'm going to put the glue inside of this wooden stick. Now you're going to take your piece, put this in, and then press. And your piece is attached to your fan. Alright, so here I have some kundans with me. You can use the kundans if you wanted to, and then you can use the rhinestones. Like these are the multicolors one I have in different sizes. You can use many things to decorate your fan and gift it to someone. I think for the center, I will use this stone. This looks really cute. So for the center, I'm using this stone. And I am using a B7000 to stick my rhinestones and stones. So into the center, I'm going to add this stone right here. Now it's time to add the rhinestones. I don't know if I should add the white ones also. You can decorate it as a wall art, you know. Yeah, this looks cute. So I think I should put the mirrors to give it a more traditional look. I'm going to attach with the B7000. Once it's all done, I'm going to show you how my fan is looking. So here you can see that my fan is ready and it's looking really pretty. I've put the rhinestones at the top of these here, and then mirror, and then a center beautiful stone with along with the hanging. So this is how it came out, and I really like it. And kindly avoid the mess around. If you wanted to, you really wanted to gift it to your your bridesmaids or something like that. If you wanted to make it for your mayu or mehndi, you can cover this whole stick with the rhinestones and make it really very very shiny and super cute. So this is it. I hope you have enjoyed today's video tutorial. For more funny more creative videos, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care. Bye bye.